May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort in your being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. May you be as fascinating as a slap bracelet. May you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions though immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. To have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. Oh, I want you to have it all. All you can imagine. Oh, no matter what your path is, if you believe it, then anything can happen. Go, go, go. Raise your glasses. Go, go, go. You can have it. Here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have
To my A1 Day Ones, how lucky am I to have had such a wonderful class to start my years here at the fort. I love you all so much.
And I've been so fortunate to be able to watch you all grow up together. We wish you nothing but the best.
We sure have had the time of our lives. We want you to have it all. That's a wrap. We sure have had the time of our lives. We want you to have it all. That's our wrap.
Ready. That can go.
Okay.
I didn't know what I wanted
Another turning point, fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this task known as life. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. Unpredictable, if the end is right, I hope you had the time of your life. So take photographs and still freeze in your mind. Hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and this you try. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. Unpredictable, and the you at the time of your life. Some concrete or tough, they hope that's right. I hope you have the
Oh, there's my thing. I might have
You were looking around and I'm sitting here waving and waving. I said, I need to take a picture then and I'm going to send it to her. How are you? Nice to meet you. Yes. No, you just kept looking and sitting here just waving and I'm thinking, no. And so I said, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it tonight. And then I saw your watch and I said, oh, so no, no, they sent it out. But yes, well, congratulations.
Todd, you know how you doing? You know when to come up?
Whenever you want. You tell me when.
So, I don't.
I swear out of it.
Watch through whatever.
I'm already an hour. You can put my son's
You know,
Good evening. I would like to welcome everyone here tonight for this important celebration. It's a beautiful evening. We have a wonderful program ahead, and we thank you for joining us. At this time, would everyone please stand to join us for the playing of our national anthem, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Great job, thank you. Next, our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great, thank you. Please be seated. Thank you to Ms. Taylor, Mr. Smith, and members of our band. I would also like to thank our superintendents of school, Mr. Besson, our Board of Education for the continued support of our students and our school. And I would like to thank the Fort Hood Fire Company for bringing their truck and a flag for us. It's wonderful to see everyone here and your show of support for our 2022 graduates. To our graduates, congratulations on a great year. This is your time to shine. Your hard work, dedication, and perseverance has paid off. Your ability to push through all the challenges that you have faced over the past 2.5 years is incredible. All of the time you spent in class, those extra hours you spent studying, and the tests you had to pass got you here tonight. Look around you. Everyone is here for one reason, and that reason is you. We are proud of all of your accomplishments, whether those accomplishments were in the classroom, on the athletic field or on the court, in technology class, in the art room, or in the music room. You have done and learned a lot. We are confident that you will continue to learn as you go on to your next step. You may be going right into your career, onto a trade school, or to college. Wherever you go, you will bring your knowledge, your skills, your work ethic, and most importantly, your character. Remember to take a moment and thank all of those who have helped you. Your teachers, who have given you the ability to work through problems and find solutions, and have taught you the importance of setting and reaching goals. Your coaches, who saw the talent inside you and showed you that you could accomplish more. Your parents and family members, who are always there for you, supporting your every step along the way, helping to lift your spirits after a hard day, always there for you to lean on, and ready to celebrate your accomplishments. And our wonderful community of Fort Edward, who are here tonight to be a part of this special ceremony. So as we move on with our program tonight, I want to say congratulations to our senior class and offer them a big round of applause. Our next speaker is our 2022 Salutatorian, Miranda Sardina. Miranda is a daughter of Marianne O'Rourke and Angel Sardina. She is a member of the National Honor Society, Key Club, Trap Shooting Club, and the Upward Bound program, where she volunteered in the summers to help others, including helping a local farmer with his planting. She also successfully completed college courses and earned college credits. Miranda plans to attend SUNY Oswego in the fall, where she will major in zoology. I would like to congratulate and call up Miranda Sardina.
Good evening, parents, teachers, family, friends, and fellow graduates. My name is Miranda Sardina, and it is my honor to be standing here today as Salutatorian of the class of 2022. If I'm being honest, standing up here in front of this many people is not an easy thing for me to do. I've always been known as the quiet kid, sitting in the back of the classroom trying to avoid eye contact with the teacher, just so I don't get called on. Well, I guess I've been called on. First, I'd like to congratulate my fellow classmates. We've come a long way, and what a journey it's been. From scheduled naps in pre-K to taking naps in English, and from practicing our spelling and shaving cream to using Google Docs autocorrect. But seriously though, I'm truly proud of all of us. We've made it to the end of one of the biggest chapters in our lives. I mean, hey, we're practically adults. We can vote, work full-time, and join the military. But we never would have come this far if it wasn't for the parents, teachers, family, and friends who supported us along the way. Thank you to the people who gave us encouragement, words of wisdom, and even a listening ear when things became stressful. The awesome people that we are now, and how hopefully awesomer people will become in the future, is all because of you. And yes, for today, awesomer is a word. We will never forget the love and support you've all shown us. Thank you for teaching us right from wrong, teaching us how to be creative and think outside the box, being incredible role models, people we look up to and aspire to be like, people we want to make proud. Thank you, Mr. Chase, for teaching us that what is the unit of power. Thank you, Mr. Becker, for teaching us that the word literally is a horribly overused word and should be erased from existence. Thank you, Mr. Prindle, for making government a lot more interesting by putting an energetic twist on everything you taught us. Thank you, Mrs. Schilling, for creating such a fun and welcoming atmosphere for all of us with your quirky dance moves and freestyle singing. Thank you, Ms. B and Mrs. Tora, for being the best class advisors, people that have taken it a step further than just simply doing the job. You've always put in all of your effort to do what's best for us. Most importantly, thank you to all the amazing FE teachers that go above and beyond for their students. We just want you to know that you are appreciated. We appreciate all the times you've stayed till almost 4 o'clock, helping us finish our work, even though you can leave at 3 or 2:45 on Fridays. We appreciate you coming to our concerts and games, and we appreciate how hard you've worked to get us across that finish line. Now to my fellow classmates. I want to thank you for being you and for making this one heck of an interesting 13 years. I know that we'll all begin our own paths to different but yet equally exceptional futures, but I want you to know that no matter how much time goes by or how different our lives become, Ashton will always be the kid that stole Mr. Becker's Nutty Buddies and was obsessed with zombies. Caden will always be the kid that never made it to school on time. And we will forever be known as the class that didn't go to POCO. I vow to never stop growing as a person, and as we move on to the next stage in our lives, I challenge all of you present to do the same, to keep growing and to see just how far life can take you. Here's to the class of 2022.
Thank you, Miranda. Our next speaker is our 2022 Valedictorian, Bryce Tyler. Bryce is the son of Lisa and Todd Tyler. He was a member of our baseball and basketball teams, a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, Math League, and is a class officer for the class of 2022. He completed his studies in the New Visions Engineering program, where he was inducted into the National Technical Honor Society. Bryce plans to attend the University of Rochester in the fall. I would like to congratulate and call up Bryce Tyler.
If this speech gets too long, you can doze off, that's fine. We're here tonight to commemorate all that we have accomplished. That said, tonight would be a good time to ask your parents for money so that you can buy gas for your car. To the class of 2022, I can't believe we made it. We are finally graduating. Graduation is a time of reflecting on the past and looking forward to the future. It is a time that we as graduates get together for one last celebration before moving on to the next journey of our lives. I know what you are wondering. What is in this bag right here? Is it a graduation cake? Is it one of our math textbooks from 1980s? Or could it be Miranda's Hermit Crab, Captain Steve? Well, if those were your guesses, sadly, you were all wrong. Without further ado, Toss away, it's okay. This is a model of the Boeing B-17, or as we all know it, the Flying Fortress. The Flying Fortress was a 4-engine heavy bomber developed in the 1930s and used in Europe during World War II. It was known for withstanding severe damage so the crew could complete its mission and return back to base. The B-17 plane helped ensure our freedom and the freedom of others. The aircraft and its crew members embodied the traits of bravery, strength, perseverance, and sacrifice. These 4 characteristics have been instilled in us through our time at the fort and have helped us reach this moment. The Flying Fortress, our school mascot, can also be used to symbolize our journey so far and our journey still yet to come. Our families and teachers were the pilots of our expedition, and we were just the crew members. Our flight as crew members in the Flying Fortress did not begin 4 years ago. It started in 2008, in pre-K. In elementary school, while we were still on the runway, we were so excited to grow up, we didn't realize those days, those memories, may just have been some of our best. Those days when our biggest fears were losing in a game of football during recess as Mr. Tully threw for 700 yards and 10 touchdowns. Those days when we traded Pokemon cards or battled our Beyblades. The days of competing at Wii Sports or playing Mario on our new DS. The days of playing sharks and minnows in the gym before school, or the days we would call each other on our house phones to ask our friends to hang out. Those were some of the best days. We all had fond memories of Fast Eddie transporting us to field trips and competing against other classes on field day. Don't forget about our awesome trip to Poco in 5th grade. Oh wait, never mind. We can blame the escape convicts for that one. With all that being said, there were a few negative aspects of elementary school. Like fearing the big kids, or being introduced to the worst thing ever invented, otherwise known as homework. We met some of our best friends and formed so many memories in elementary school. Before we knew it, our plane started to ascend and we entered middle school. As we moved to the high school part of the building, we faced many new experiences and challenges. We had to be brave and face this new situation. Now, we were the youngest and smallest people around. We had to navigate from class to class on our own and not in a single file line. We had to remember our locker combinations, change in front of 30 other people before gym, and try to manage this increased workload. These were the awkward years. We would wear neon shirts and socks up to our knees and think that was cool. There was one bright spot to middle school, our 8th grade home and careers class. That class was interesting to say the least. We ended up bottle flipping, fidget spinning, and Minecrafting our way through middle school. In no time, we were at the maximum altitude of our flight, high school. We formed so many great memories in and out of the classroom. Going all out for Spirit Week, bus rides to sports games, staying up late playing Fortnite, joining clubs, and learning how to drive are all some of our most memorable moments. We learned that history is no mystery with Mr. E. We learned from Mr. Shaver that school should be 7 days a week. Most importantly, we learned real-world knowledge, like how to solve geometry proofs, interpret Shakespearean text, identify elements on the periodic table, or memorize every battle in the Civil War. You know, those things adults use in their daily lives. Sadly, our high school experience was cut short in 10th grade when we came across some severe turbulence, COVID-19. This pandemic left us isolated in our homes. We had to be strong during these dark months. Our way of life was completely changed. We were stuck trying to learn through our screens, which was impossible with other distractions, such as our Xboxes and phones. All of the things we look forward to, like playing sports, socializing, were all taken away. So many opportunities were lost. Even when we returned to school in 11th grade, everything was extremely different. We had to wear masks. Sports seasons were abbreviated. We were forced to maintain 6 feet, and we only went to school for 2 days a week. But we were able to persevere and overcome this terrible challenge. We began our flight descent during senior year. We were able to enjoy a few last memories together. We were able to return to school full time, take off our masks, have a prom, go on a senior trip, and return to sports. The time flew by, and in the blink of an eye, our high school journey was over. We had to make many sacrifices in order to succeed in school. There were many times when we had to stay up late studying or finishing an assignment. All of our sacrifices were well worth it because we made it here today. As we look back throughout school, it is easy to see the impact that Fort Edward has had on each and every one of us. Coming from a small school, we were able to form many strong friendships, have great relationships with teachers, play 2 to 3 sports, or get extra help whenever we needed it. It has been great to grow up in such a tight-knit community. Always remember where you came from and cherish all the memories and friendships we have made. Our plane has finally landed. As we leave the fort tonight, we will continue to experience change in our daily lives. And while that's scary, it's also exhilarating. Change is something we will have to get used to because all things change. For most of us, we will be leaving for college or entering the workforce. We will be on our own for the first time. We'll have to make our own decisions, like who do I want to be? What do I stand for? Or do I really need to do my laundry if my clothes don't smell? We'll have to heat up our own leftovers and schedule our own dentist appointments. In order to grow and improve as people, we'll have to step outside our comfort zone and embrace this change. Change will bring upon many challenges that we'll be forced to overcome. Like the B-17 Flying Fortress, we need to be able to deal with the turbulence and any other obstacles thrown our way. While facing these changes head-on, it is important not to fear failure. J.K. Rowling said, "Some failure in life is inevitable. It is impossible to live without failing at something unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not live at all, in which case you failed by default. Go out and embrace every challenge. Failure is going to happen, but you can use each failure as a lesson to make you stronger. As Babe Ruth once said, every strike brings me closer to my next home run." When facing failure, just think about Mr. Becker's failed attempts at humor during class. Even if his jokes weren't funny, he would keep trying anyway, and that's what counts. On behalf of the class of 2022, at this time, I'd like to thank the pilots of our Flying Fortress. To our teachers, pre-K through 12th grade, thank you for sharing your time, talent, and knowledge with us. You always demanded excellence. You set the bar high and challenged us to live up to your expectations. To our coaches, thank you for training, guiding, and motivating us in all of our sports. We learned the importance of discipline, leadership, hard work, and sportsmanship. To our custodial staff, thank you for keeping our school clean and safe. To our class advisors, thank you for making our high school experience unforgettable. To our nurses, thank you for supporting us through COVID and other illnesses. To the office staff, thank you for listening to our lame absentee or late excuses. To our cafeteria workers, thank you for putting food in our stomachs and never failing to cook pizza on Fridays. To our bus drivers, thank you for keeping us safe on the roads and transporting us to different events. To Mr. Godfrey, Mr. Besson, the Board of Education, thank you for ensuring that our school ran smoothly and for maintaining our small school identity. To Ms. Scotch, thank you for listening and trying to keep us on the right track for graduation. To our parents, grandparents, and families, thank you for always supporting and encouraging us. I would also like to give a special thank you to my parents, who have sacrificed so much for me throughout my life. You have went above and beyond to help me succeed. You have spent many late nights with me studying, and you always made sure I got on the bus in time, even if it meant you were late for school. You have done so much more, but sadly this speech is way too long as it is. Just know that without you two, I definitely would not be standing up here today. I couldn't ask for better parents. Graduates, as we are now the pilots of our own planes, it is up to us to choose our destination. Follow your passions, not just a paycheck. You can pursue any career you want. you can be a doctor, a nurse, a physical therapist, a psychologist, a psychiatrist, a chef, a computer programmer, an engineer, an electrician, a sheriff, a correctional officer, or construction worker. Use all the lessons that you have learned throughout school to fuel your journey. When you face change, be brave. When life gets hard, be strong. When you run into a challenge, persevere. If you want to achieve your goals, you will have to make sacrifices. Bravery, strength, perseverance, and sacrifice are all characteristics that embody the spirit of the Flying Fortress. Lastly, Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "It's not about the destination, but the journey." Don't get so caught up in the future that you don't appreciate the present. Congratulations to the class of 22. Good luck, and I can't wait to see where your journey takes you.
Amen.
Thank you, Bryce. At this time, would you please rise for the singing of the Fort Everett Alma Mater, performed by Maggie DeLong, Trinity Ellsworth, and Angel Winchell, and accompanied by Mr. Michael Smith and Miss Sarah Taylor, and feel free to join in. Thank you, girls. Everybody can grab a seat, please. At this time, I would like to welcome and introduce our guest speaker. It is my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Mr. Scott Daly. Mr. Daly is a 1990 graduate of Fort Everett High School. After graduation from high school, Mr. Daly enlisted in the U.S. Navy and is a veteran of the Persian Gulf War. He is a graduate from Adirondack Community College with an associate's degree as summa cum laude, and Castleton State College with a degree in natural sciences, also as summa cum laude. From there, Mr. Daly went on to a successful and rewarding career and retired as a New York State Police investigator. He is the recipient of PostStar's 20 Under 40 Award. He is the owner of 2 Anytime Fitness locations and the owner of Camp Goodnow, LLC, a vacation rental in Southwest Florida's Gulf Coast. He currently lives in Hudson Falls with his wife, 2 children, and 3 dogs. I am honored to welcome to the stage to address the class of 2022, Mr. Scott Daly.
Bryce and Miranda, very nice jobs there. To all of you out there, my apologies if you feel like I'm talking down to you and telling you what to do, because in my mind when I practice the speech, all of these guys are sitting in front of me. So thank you, Mr. Godfrey, for that introduction, and thank you to all who suggested I be here today for what appears to be a family reunion. It's fair to say being related to almost 10% of the graduating class qualified for such. I promise I'll be brief, as I'm sure you're all looking forward to your family gatherings this weekend. Congratulations to all of you. You are now part of an exclusive group of people who can say they have a high school diploma. Not everyone took the time or put forth the effort required to achieve a diploma. or maybe they never even had the opportunity to get one. It may seem trivial to some of you destined for bigger things, but you should celebrate this and understand life as a series of challenges and milestones that will shape you into the adults you will become. And graduating from high school is only the beginning. 32 years ago, I sat here where you are as a fresh graduate of this amazing school. I grew up on Oak Street, which is the last right off McRae, with my parents and sister and lots of other family close by. We weren't poor by definition, but some years it sure felt like we were. There certainly was no large college fund or that free first car for me or my sister. I didn't have many of the things my friends had, and man, how I wanted that Atari or that Nintendo that Bryce talked about, or a nice BMX bike. Money was definitely tight, many times for my parents. I knew it, and I feared it. Looking back, I had a genuine fear of being poor. I believe it was primarily this that set me on a path of wanting wealth. I didn't want to have to worry about paying the light bill or going on vacations or providing for my family. I knew I wanted more out of life, and it became my ever-quest. Now, I'm not going to stand here today and tell you I put pen to paper in 1980-something with this goal. But looking back, I can say there was some sort of fire burning inside me that kept propelling me forward. I read books. I read lots of books to help educate myself on how to navigate this path, as it isn't something taught in schools. I started setting short-term goals, and once achieved, I set new ones. First, it was the military, so I could get money for college. Then it was college, so I could get a better paying job. Then it was opening businesses to increase my income. All these steps were each very difficult and intimidating, but necessary in order to achieve my long-term goal of financial independence. I wanted to get to a point where I no longer needed a job to maintain my standard of living, and I wanted to do that by the time I turned 50. That goal has been achieved, and now I'm pondering my next move in life. So why am I telling you this? Because those of us from small towns sometimes think, well, small. Please do not limit yourself based on your perception of what's possible coming from here. You truly can do anything you put your mind to, but you have to want it. I mean, really want it. Nothing is going to be given to you in life. You have to earn every single thing through hard work, grit, and determination. Decide what it is you want, whether that's your college degree, trade school, a car, a house, whatever, and map out your plan to reach that goal. Most importantly, educate yourself on how to do so. Trust me, there will be days along the way where you'll question your decision, but do not lose sight of your goal. There will be many obstacles that come before you, and if you detour around them to take the easier path, you will likely fail. My kids have heard it 1,000 times from me. The more difficult path is often more rewarding. Do not take shortcuts, do the right thing, stay on track, and achieve that first goal. Then set a new one. If you don't set goals, you'll simply meander or exist, and life will just pass you by. Someday you'll look back and have the answer to yourself. Did I do enough to get to where I wanted to be? This school shaped me as it has you. You have been given an excellent base to start your own EverQuest. This school has produced teachers, administrators, engineers, business owners, doctors, lawyers, and the list goes on. Be very proud to be from small town USA. It is the greatest patch to have on your sleeve. Songs weren't written about places like Shen. They're written about us, right? Carry this torch with you everywhere you go. People will chuckle when they hear you graduated with 23 in a class. Let them. Let FEHS be your badge of honor. Do not think for a second that being from here is some sort of limiting factor. You have whatever pride, and there's nothing stronger than that. Real quickly, I'd like to take the time to honor the teachers who helped shape me. Jack Toomey, Pete Miles, and Bill Durkee for the lessons on the field and in the weight room. Rocket Ross for the chalk-filled eraser to the heads of many. Miss Mulcahy for her belief in me and her continued support even after I graduated. You know, she wrote me a letter many years later when I was in my 30s and received an award. I had heard she has written many letters like that to others. I'm pretty sure you never get that from a teacher at a large school. Mr. Wallings for asking, Daly, are you trying to fail my class? Mr. Lifshin for that evil stare while perched high above us in the cafeteria. Man, he should have been a correction officer. I'm sure you all have your own Mr. Lifshin. And finally, Mr. Lasarso, whose wife Joan recently passed away. He was the most feared little librarian in the day, who became the most lovable former teacher who I visited several times throughout the years. You too will remember many of the people inside of these walls for the rest of your lives, and I hope your memories are as wonderful as the ones that I have. In closing, with your ambitions set high and your heart filled with pride, go forth and grab your piece of life. Do not wait for it to come to you, for it will not. I am truly honored that you've all allowed me to be part of your celebration, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Daly. At this time, it is now my privilege, with the assistance of our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Beston, to present the awards to the class of 2022. The Fort Edward Alumni Association Scholarship. 4 $1,500 awards to 4 members of the graduating class who plan to attend a 4-year institution of higher learning. Each recipient was actively involved in class activities and has demonstrated themselves to be an all-around student that will be a credit to the Fort Edward High School and the Alumni Association. One of the awards, if possible, will go to one attending a vocational or technical school. Each recipient must also be enrolled in attending the second semester of that institution to receive the award. We have Bryce Tyler. Miranda Sardina. Ashton Sullivan. Anthony Toro. The Fort Edward Teachers Association Awards. $300 to the Valedictorian and $200 to the Salutatorian of this year's graduating class. Our Valedictorian, Bryce Tyler. Our Salutatorian, Miranda Sardina. Ida Lauer Scholarship Award. $500 scholarship given to a senior who is the son or daughter of a member of this year's graduating class and who will be attending an institution of higher learning in the fall. Chloe Smith. Fort Edward Democratic Committee Award. $100 scholarship given to the deserving student attending college in the fall, Sydney Ives. Fort Edward Booster Club Award. $300 to 2 seniors who have contributed the most in the classroom and on the athletic field and will be attending an institution of higher learning in the fall. Anthony Toro. Caden Carter. Sandy Stimson Memorial Award. $100 given to a student athlete who has demonstrated responsibility, participation, and dedication to the school district's athletic program. Bradley Cambarellis. The Hill Scholarship. The Hill Scholarship is established through an estate left by Wham and Elsie Hill. The scholarship pays for half of the tuition for students who graduate from Fort Edward High School who will attend SUNY Adirondack. This year, there are 9 recipients. Caden Carter. Sydney Ives. Aiden Swears. Noah Duquette. Margaret DeLong. Trenton Levine. Caleb Dorsey. Emily Tubbs. Angel Winchell. Fort Edward Support Staff Organization Award, $250 to a senior boy and girl who will be attending an institution of higher learning in the fall. The student must be in good academic standing, have strong leadership skills, and be active members within the community. Margaret DeLong. Anthony Torra. The Glens Falls Foundation Award, $960 each to 6 graduating seniors this year. These are scholarships given from Elsie and Wham Hill Fund. The recipients are Bryce Tyler, Miranda Sardina, Ashton Sullivan, Anthony Torra, Chloe Smith, Caitlin Emery, the State Education Department Scholarship for Academic Excellence. $1,500 scholarship given to the student with the highest average at the end of 6 semesters, and $500 scholarship given to the second and third highest average at the end of 6 semesters. The recipient of $1,500, Bryce Tyler. The recipient of $500, Miranda Sardina. And Caden Carter. The Susie Anderson Ferguson Memorial Music Award. Susie Anderson Ferguson was a member of the Fort Edward High School class of 1968. She was a friend to all and inspired a love of music in all who came to know her. This $200 award goes to Trinity Ellsworth. Music scholarship in memory of Lucille Pickett. $500 given to 2 seniors who have shown dedication to music in school and the community during their 4 years of high school. Caden Carter. Trinity Ellsworth. Fort Edward Girls Recreation Softball League Award. $100 given to a senior girl who will be attending an institution of higher learning in the fall. Chloe Smith. Scholarship given in memory of John Jack Toomey. $250 given to a senior who has a strong work ethic throughout his or her 4 years of high school. This student has also demonstrated the idea of being a part of a team by showing support and spirit to his or her fellow teammates and to the school. Anthony Torra. The David L. Fisher Music Award given by the Washington County Area Music Teachers Association. In memory of David L. Fisher, retired WCAMTA teacher who was a great contributor to the music programs in Washington County. This $100 award is given to a senior who has shown great contribution and commitment to the music program in their home school. Caden Carter. The Andrew P. Birch Memorial Scholarship. 2 $250 scholarships are awarded to a male and female student who were kind, considerate, and showed a willingness to help someone in need. Anthony Torra. Miranda Sardina. The Naran Mulcahy Scholarship, Science Scholarship Award. Given in memory of Naran Mulcahy, this is a $1,500 scholarship to a student who will be attending a four-year institution of higher learning in pursuit of a career in the field of science or medicine. Ms. Mulcahy inspired many students to pursue a career in the field of science. She was well-respected and dedicated biology and chemistry teacher in the Fort Edward School District for 33 years. This year's winner is Miranda Sardino. The Mark Wams Memorial Scholarship, Fort Edward Class of 1978. Mark took advantage of the full educational experiences as a well-rounded student. He participated in many sports, with football being his favorite. He participated in numerous extracurricular activities, was a class officer, and more than anything, he enjoyed socializing with his classmates. While his job and family required him to move away, he was always proud to tell his new friends and colleagues about Fort Edward. He never missed a class reunion or an opportunity to return to the town to visit friends and families, and even held a long-distance Idle Hour Club membership. His loyalty to the Fort Edward community never faltered over the years. This scholarship is awarded to a graduate who embodies Mark's strong character, desire to succeed in his career, exhibits a passion for enjoying time with friends and family, and is appreciative of his Fort Edward roots. This $1,000 scholarship is awarded to Aiden Swears. The Glens Falls Kiwanis Club Scholarship. The Key Club motto is Caring, Our Way of Life. And the Glens Falls Kiwanis Club recognizes seniors who have exhibited the exceptional commitment to the ideals of Kiwanis, a commitment to community service, leadership, and have a deep sense of personal responsibility and citizenship. Recipients have dedicated themselves to the Key Club organization and have made a positive impact on the school and the community. This $500 scholarship is given to Miranda Sardina, and Anthony Toro. The Fort Edward American Legion Scholarship, $250 is awarded to a senior in recognition of high qualities of courage, honor, leadership, patriotism, scholarship, and service. Ashton Sullivan. Hudson Falls Rotary Service Above South Scholarship is awarded to a graduate who exhibits constant contact with Rotary's ideas of service in their community and the world. This $500 scholarship goes to Bryce Tyler. The Sandy Hill Foundation Scholarship, $2,000 to a senior going to an institution of higher learning in the fall. Ashton Sullivan. Grace Ryan Newell Memorial Scholarship, Class of 1929. $1,000 to a member of the graduating class who has exhibited a strong sense of fair play, a commitment to family and friends, and a desire to support school and community in a positive way. The graduate must be furthering his or her education at an institution of higher learning. This year's recipient is Bryce Tyler. First Lieutenant William J. McCarty Memorial Character Award is presented to a male student who displays fairness, cooperation, and inclusion of others during and after school sport activities. $100 is awarded to Bryce Tyler. The Chauncey Charles Ward Perseverance Award. $100 to a senior boy who has overcome adverse hardship and kept going forward with a grateful and generous outlook on life. $100 is awarded to Mark Humphreys, Jr. The Bernice K. Danahy Ward Self-Reliance Award. $100 to a senior girl who consistently thinks for herself and has a clear understanding of who she is as an individual. To find yourself, think for yourself. $100 is awarded to Angel Winchell. Adirondack School Counselors Association Scholarship. This $800 scholarship was established by the counseling profession of Warren, Washington, Saratoga, and Essex counties to provide aid to deserving students who plan to continue their education. Trinity Ellsworth. Washington County Children's Committee Scholarship. $2,000 to a graduating senior who will be attending an institution of higher learning in the fall. Caitlin Emery. The Brooke Olivia Ogburn Memorial Scholarship. $500 awarded to a graduating senior who meets the following criteria: good character, a charitable heart, and current need. Margaret DeLong. At this time, we have some special recognitions award presented by Mr. Besson.
Good evening. Before we confer the degrees to the class of 2022, we would like to take a moment to recognize individuals who will be retiring after many years of service to the district. First, we would like to honor Deb Delisle with over 32 years of teaching here at Fort Edward. Debbie retired in December, and we wish her the best. The next three recipients are board members. And just so you know, the pay for board members is, you can multiply it by 1,000,000 and they get the same thing. It's nothing. But they're community service members that do the best that they can for the children. All the way from today's board to the original Fort Edward board. So these people really put in their time, commitment, and love to keep the fort flying. So I would like to thank Anita Tripp, Patricia Supanoff for stepping in this year, and Joe Carroll, who's finishing his term. Thank you.
Good evening, folks. I'd like to make a last minute recognition of our interim administration. Thank you. Of our interim administration, I'd like to recognize them for the job they did for the year, in guiding us through a rather unprecedented year, and getting us to the point we are today, celebrating the graduation of our seniors. So first, Mr. Godfrey. A truly amazing principal is hard to find, difficult to part with, and impossible to forget. It takes a big heart and health to shape little minds. You are an inspiration to students and teachers alike. Thank you for everything. We are grateful for your impact on the school. Thank you for your investment, commitment, encouragement, and involvement. Thank you for your dedication to Fort Edward Union Free School District from the Board of Education. Thanks, Jeff. Next, Mark Besson. Thank you for being an essential member of our team. Your knowledge, leadership, and kindness were vital during this challenging time. A great superintendent builds character, inspires dreams, encourages creativity, instills a love of learning, and changes our lives forever. We would like to extend our deepest thanks to you for your dedication to improving our children's education and for the special leadership you provided during your time as superintendent of the Fort Edward School for the Board of Education.
Okay, at this time, I would like to call up Mr. James Donahue, Board of Education member, along with Mr. Besson, to present the diplomas. It is our honor to present the following students with their diplomas. Would row one please stand? Our first graduate is Bryce Tyler. Bryce's father, Todd Tyler, will present his diploma. Miranda Delaney Sardina. Caden Carter. Sydney K. Ives. Chloe A. Smith. Ashton D. Sullivan. Anthony Tora. Anthony's mother, Maggie Tora, will present his diploma. Ariana Catherine Wilbur. Okay, first row, grab a seat, thank you. Second row, please. Haley Marie Wilbur. Edward Amell. Margaret DeLong. Caleb Patrick Dorsey. Noah Duquette. Trinity Anne Marie Ellsworth. Caitlin Emery. Mark A. Humphreys, Jr. Okay, second row, we can sit. And third row up, please. Bradley Cambarellis III. Trenton Levine.
Rock it, baby! Yeah! Make it mama proud.
Dylan Christopher Perkins. Aiden K. Swears.
Hand over there. Wait, come back to me.
Jason Robert Sweet.
Go. Love you, bud.
There you go.
Emily Elizabeth Tubbs.
Big brother, huh? He's graduating, you're starting school.
Angel Winchell. Okay, third row, you can grab a seat. Thank you. And now for the moment we have all been waiting for. Mr. James Donahue will confer the degrees.
By the power vested in me by the State of New York and the Fort Edward Board of Education, I now confer the degrees on the class of 2022. At this time, you may move your tassels from the left side of your caps. And we have the class of 2022. Congratulations.
Before closing out this ceremony, I'd like to take a moment to thank each and every one of these students for their dedication and perseverance. You have faced difficult challenges and you have found ways to overcome them. You are talented as individuals, but stronger when you work together. You are well prepared for whatever lies ahead and wherever your travels take you. And always remember, as you go forward in this world, once a flying fort, always a flying fort. So congratulations. Families and friends, as our ceremony comes to a close, we ask that you please remain seated until all the graduates have completed the recessional. And now it gives me great pleasure to be the first to announce the Fort class of 2022. Congratulations. You're all set. Thank you, folks, and have a nice time.